AITA for drawing a swastika in front of my history class. Throwaway, for obvious reasons. I, 41F, teach middle school history. I'm Indian, born and raised there before I moved here in my 20s. Context for anyone who doesn't know, the swastika is a symbol. It's decades old, it means good fortune and well-being, and it long predates the Nazis stealing and inverting it. It's carved on every temple, we draw them in Rangoli at Diwali, my grandmother had one painted beside her front door. Growing up we drew them in school the way kids here draw hearts and penises. To me it means the exact opposite of what it means here. Here's the thing, this happened during the World War II unit. We were literally covering the rise of the Nazi Party. I was explaining that the Nazis didn't invent their symbol, that they appropriated an ancient sign that meant good fortune across Asia and inverted it for their own use. To illustrate the difference I drew both on the board, the Hindu one, upright and dotted, and next to it the Nazi one, tilted. My point was that the same shape carried two opposite meanings, and that the Nazis corrupted something sacred. That was the whole lesson. That was the point I was making. One of my students, a boy who's Jewish, went very quiet, packed up, and left the room. He reported it to the office. By the end of the day I was in a meeting with the principal. There's a formal note in my file. A parent email chain is going around, and half of it doesn't include the context, it just says a teacher drew a swastika in class. Here's where I might be the asshole. In the meeting I got defensive. I said I was teaching the actual history, that drawing the symbol is completely normal when the entire unit is about the regime that used it, and that context is the whole job. I said the boy should have talked to me before running to the office. I said it with an edge, because I was humiliated. I've taught this exact unit for 15 years. But I keep seeing his face. He didn't say a word. He just left. My husband says I did nothing wrong. A colleague I trust told me, gently, that I was making an educational point, and I read the room, are not the same thing, and that a kid whose family this happened to doesn't experience the upright versus tilted distinction the way a slide deck does. Ita. Edit, landing on NaH, and I think that's right. To everyone calling the kid a snowflake, stop it. I found out his great-grandmother survived a camp and most of the rest of the family did not. He is sitting in a lesson about the people who tried to exterminate his family, already raw, and then the symbol goes up on the board 6 feet from his desk. The academic framing does not reach the part of the brain that fear lives in. That is not oversensitivity. That is his history, exactly the way the other meaning is mine.